Hiya, it's Michelle from Michelle Higgins Yoga again. What we're going to look at today is going to look at a pose that is disliked probably by most yoga practitioners, me included. But over the years that I've been practicing yoga, I have kind of come to appreciate it because it does have absolutely loads and loads of value in it if you're moving on to more difficult postures at a later date. And that is Utkatasana. Utkatasana is usually translated as being chair pose. So your yoga teacher will typically say something like, bend your knees and imagine you're sitting back onto a really nice comfy chair. Nah, nothing like sitting on a comfy chair at all. Utkata is actually means fierce. So if you know the pose that I'm talking about, you'll know exactly how fierce it is. Okay, so have a quick look at how we're going to come into it. I'm going to stand with my feet together. My ankles are slightly apart, so that's just to stop my ankle bones crunching together when I actually come into the pose. I put a deep bend in the knees, as deep as I need to get my fingertips to skim the ground. I take the arms forwards and up, palms touch, and I look to the thumbs. My spine is lengthening, but the sit bones are relaxing down. My shoulders are relaxing away from the ears, and I'm looking towards my thumbs. And that's Utkatasana. Okay, so what could be the issues or problems with Utkatasana? If you have a short Achilles or problems with ankle flexion, it's going to be an issue for you. So what you can do is, if you've got some fabric or cloth, you can fold it up and rest the heels on that. Or if you have one of these, you can pop the heels on here. I wouldn't recommend trying to make the pose even more difficult by balancing on your toes so the heels are raised, because that's not going to help you ever get the heels down to the ground. If you've got something like this underneath the heels, it's going to give you something to press onto to hopefully eventually bring the heels closer down to the ground. The weight distribution in the feet can also be an issue. You should be able to lift all the toes off the floor. If you can't, the weight is coming too far forwards into the front of the feet and you need to take the weight backwards a little bit. So that might be something worth trying. If your knees hurt, take the legs further apart. That's going to help you. If your quads hurt, quick fix solution, don't bend the knees quite so much. But over time you will need to do some quad strengthening work. But there's loads of tutorials and videos on the internet, on YouTube, that you can look at for that. If you're hurting around the neck and the shoulders, it's probably because you're crunching the shoulders up. When the arms are raised above the head like this, there's a real temptation to really bring the shoulders high, just so you can reach the arms higher, I guess. But really relax the shoulders away from the ears. And if it's still causing issues, have the arms wide. You know, there's nothing to say you can't have the arms wide. And also, if you're carrying a particular shoulder injury, you can have the hands on the hips or have the arms out in front at maybe shoulder height. Thanks for watching. Hope that's of some use to you. See you later.